and then you want to also require a mech carrier. And as he fulfills all
Spirit, as well as all the trains, and then still get the range creep to be at the front line. And now they boulder forward, going in on Tendi. Arstyle's in the neighborhood. In fact, it's Seneca who's rotating around. They saw where he was, but Tendi is so low, he'll go down. And now Seneca shows himself. He doesn't have invis, but paralyzing cast from Arstyle kicks in. Afro trying to regenerate himself up. Happy Tree style gets back up the hill. Is there a missed chance? There is not. Arstyle will connect and now turn Tendi's death into a double kill on the back of the Witch Doctor. Early levels for the Bounty Hunter as well come from that.
And they want to just get a Roche, probably the second, and then force high ground off a Bat Rider pickoff.
They're going to kill mid. The flame break position is going to be enough. Afro attempts to TP out, but General select
good rotation.
Lil really, like, there's so much damage that's being freely done here by Artstyle. Like, Lil wants to try and do something about it with the Iron Shell forward. Phobos, he's searching himself in. Did he rise in the middle of this? And Lil, okay, the damage it will be enough from Arstyle to get himself now his third kill on the board. And Phobos in very deep. The Iron Shell burn. Did Rise going to salve up? He'll actually lose the Iron Shell with the surge away from Phobos. He's away to safety. But now, that wolf is hot in his tail, and it's going to give up. In fact, it's actually Afro Ninja TPing down, originally probably looking for that Lycan.
Is probably the purest counter, in my opinion, to the hero. He's going to rotate back to the middle. And now you see...
Trying to find top lane. Reality Rift to pull him in close. Pasha, well, he's got 5 napalms, makes that 6 stacks. General will go down. Arstyle, he holds him inside the Firefly just long enough to get himself another kill, almost picking off Lil as well. Arstyle will take that double kill. Even with Wave of Terror on him, Seneko was right behind him. And now they're chasing down this Vengeful Spirit. He's got stick charges available, tries to turn for the stun, but the restoration from Arstyle's too much, plus the control from the stun. NaVi are actually opening up the account really well. 7-5
Arcanes on the Witch Doctor. This is really looking good for them. They can now just, I mean, and the other thing is that Lycan is just, he's obviously being pressured by the Darkseer, but he's still farming fine. Top lane, they will get a return kill on the Bat Rider, who just kind of ported up for his death. They need this, and Seneco's level 6 is huge, because then suddenly every bat pick off, every time Zeus ult scores a kill, suddenly that's like 500 gold. Yeah, there, well. And that's Bounty Hunter just finding Furion, and hey, Zeus ult dead. Furion, boom. All the little things, man.
At least they can see this, or can they? 3 heroes, they go over on top of Pasha. They Firefly up, they just leave Pasha to be exactly where he is. And Vengeful Spirit, perhaps sticking napalm, flame breaking back over again. Polarity getting walked over.
Yep.
Level 8 by now, and actually have like higher levels up in either Arc Lightning or Bolt, but he's actually only a 2-2-1-1 at level 7 now. Make it 3 points, top lane, Pasha, Death Ward. Now that's a hero who's up in levels. Artstyle getting lead is just extended. It's already 3,500 net worth in their favor. And Pasha, like, sticky napalms up, paralyzing cast, flying bounce to go into Death Ward. The Flame Break brings Pasha a little bit closer. Was a good summon from the VS cancelling off that Death Ward. And now Polarity try and find their kills. They bring in the extra help from Afro Ninja. Earth Spirit kicking the goal straight with Artstyle's head. And General's Firefly, we're going to let him get back past that tier 1 tower. And Polarity now just have to turn this into a push.
To the fact that Earth Spirit had just got his level 6, but they're at best good at trading towers. In the meantime, Dendy's just continuing to cement his advantage in the mid lane. Already has an Aether Lens, he's going to grab this Invis rune.
General
actually built a bottle it. Yeah, I should have seen that one coming, but you just can't beat that out of position. He gets caught up by the surge, I'd imagine, or just a boulder.
He just walked forward and it was the boulder from Lil that got Lil gonna miss the kick on Arstyle, but a 3-second stun. The pull back. Shuriken's gonna make a little bit of time, not to mention that paralyzing cast. Arstyle actually walks away from this. Sandy may not be so lucky, however, he'll pick up a double kill before his death. But there's a lot of help here. Seneko as well. A Shuriken bounce will help him get the kill onto the Vengeful Spirit, where it's a 3-for-3 trade-off. You've still got Lycan basically playing silly buggers on the bottom lane, attacking into the tier 2 tower now. Polarity just not even near him, because they had good items on the way. And a Necro book build for the Lycan? Ra? Well, The stun's gonna miss. Did he run? Now it's only a 1 second Chaos Bolt, and Arcel's going to arrive with the Paralyzing Cast into the Death Ward and the Restoration. D-Run's got a lot of life behind him. They have to swap Lil back out again, but Lycan, his walls were still there. Finished up the kill, 1 second on Art Style. D-Ra is just TPing out. They need to keep this Lycan alive. And General, well, that's an interesting TP over. Fireflies on the deck, Snako is here, they'll Flame Break. And with the Firefly down, this Dark Creep Wave won't survive much longer, but the tier 1 tower dies before that point. Polarity get a 1 support for 1 support trade-off. Maybe another one here is Snako. That's 4-point Shuriken Toss. He'll actually track up both of them so he can actually get the Shuriken Toss bounce over, and he still knew he had the VS kill.
I've never seen that one, so let's just assume that this is a way to do it.
Kick on Didira.
Oh, wow.
He just summoned his Necro units and he is so dead. He can't even have time to shapeshift or else they'll just have enough time to attack him. Looks like they have the time anyway.
Oh.
So buy Necro Book, walk into tier 1 tower, and there's no real way Polarity's going to force any kind of issue. Denny's also just rotated out, he's farming up the top lane, finding more money, but it's General with the Blink Dagger. Hoping for initiation, he finds Phobos. They get the track swap out, however, and now with Shuriken Toss bouncing around, their Venture is not a healthy man, and they turn on the Magnetize. Will it be enough? Arstyle's just going to walk out, he's still in the Restoration up into the Death Water, just reaches up far enough to reach up towards the Darkseer, allowing Snako to also get that secondary kill. Another track going their way with Chaos on 24 HP. He'll drop to Dendy, who TP'd in at the perfect time. So even if Didira did end up having that unfortunate moment of the tier 1 tower, they look around the map because they're used to only seeing one side of it. So most of the features, all the menus they have, they don't even know exist. Dandy. Oh, Dandy! Oh, no, he dropped his Veil of Discord! They denied him his Veil of Discord! He wasn't ready for the gank, he was just trying to arcane boot up, and now he lost his Veil of Discord!
Rounds for efficiency. You just, you know, you gotta just be more aware. You just can't do that, Toby. Man, I'm glad I've never done that, because that'd probably be really embarrassing.
Oh, Snako was dusted up, now he TPs or attempts to TP out, it's not gonna work. It's VS right in the money, Afro's gonna TP over, they turn the Magnetize on again, whoops! Yeah, still gonna kill him, but they'll commit an extra dust. Trade-off is the tier 2 tower has been lost on top lane. Actually making his way over now. Now he cannot see, actually, for a moment, yeah, he can see Afro. He can actually paralyzing cast onto Afro if he wants to, which will now go global flying. The VS, no way to run away from this one. They actually do find that kill, and now a 3-second stun. I don't think Denny really want to be involved in this one. And in fact, they're going to lose both their heroes. How things can turn so bad so quickly for NaVi. Artstyle, well, he's going to juke it to a paralyzing cask, which will give him time to survive a little bit longer, and the rest of his teammates to come over and kill off Pasha. If he can only find himself a creep, doesn't actually haven't leveled up, but Chaos Knight still finds the kill with the help of the Wrath of Nature, and the Sprout, Pasha, he's on 88 life. He's going to be able to TP himself away, and Afro Ninja with his treants are actually blocking the path to Didira. They can't reach over. They cannot catch him.
But because it's just a Veil, he'll probably recover just fine.
They almost lost both of them, actually. Both his Equivalent and his Veil of Discord. That would have been disastrous. A lot of TPs coming to bottom lane. General orking it up just after he blinked as well, so he gets caught out. The back wall is down. The Death Wall is a great position from Arstyle. The damage output, however, is minimal, especially now stopped after the swap happens. But Lycan in the middle of these fights with the Wolves and the Necro units doing their work. Arstyle now he'll get stunned up. Nako was even trying to courier snipe at the end of that fight. Favor of Polarity. Actually, sorry, is that actually it was a 2-2 trade-off because of Vegas.
Yeah, I think it's... They got him, that's huge. They need this kill.
Say goodbye to your Lycan.
He's really hurting right now. He would be like, potentially above even the Furion if he hadn't lost his item. But that last fight, I think, just is General Reckoning's last off. Oh, wow.
Pasha? Pasha's tracked. Like, they know exactly where he is, and Pasha kept running down. Did Pasha not realize either? The Wolves, body blocking up from the Lycan. He's actually going to trigger off his fence. Has been in the back wall! Oh, Phobos with the Blink Dagger! The perfect positioning for him. They'll drag Didira back into the fight with a 4-second stun. He's stuck to wait around, and NaVi will lose 4 for absolutely 0. Say hello to a Blink Dagger Darkseer. You asked the question during the drafting phase, like, why didn't they just go, like, if you go for the bat, why don't you pick up the VS as well? I know Artstyle's done a lot of work in this game, But you can see like the way it perfectly counters Dendy, orchided. They don't actually get all the way through. In fact, the paralyzing cast causing some issues. The death ward now going off from Arstyle. He really wants to find a hero, but Lil bolters himself forward. The hero which Arstyle did not want to see. He turns on his magnetized, and maybe now with Polarity losing a lot of heroes, Didira, he's finally doing some work as this Lycan. Drag kills are coming in left, right, and center. Seneko will probably die for the cause here. There's a 4-for-2 trade-off with a lot of track gold rolling through into the bank accounts of NaVi.
So,
I'm actually all for that. I believe in that.
yeah, that's the play.
Go for that.
They're running.
Top lane. VS. Just the like an illusion which is following him. He's already used match missile. Thunder goes Grant, keeps the vision up. Phobos charging himself away. General, the kick from Lil was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now he'll BKB General and drag Lil back. So they did kill off the VS. They'll take the Earth Spirit as well. He can't boulder away far enough to save himself. And NaVi have a huge advantage. It's the fact that they still have Necrobooks up. And the creep wave is with them ready to push the tier 3 tower. No buybacks available for either of the supports of Polarity.
And that's the exact situation they wanted. They didn't use the Necro. Now they have such amazing push. They're going to need to force buybacks. Age is down, but it doesn't really matter. And that's exactly what they want. Pick up close to the enemy base.
Do you mean they're actually reality that melee creep down? There's a lot of heroes already on the front lines. These trees trying to stall it up, but now Phobos gets the back wall off, only catching out 2 Arstyle. Gonna give himself some space. Remember, he's still got that upgraded death ward. Gonna burn through Afro. He holds his ground. He needs more help. And Pasha, he's taking too much damage. So is Afro. They're both forced back. There's the bolt from Dendy, ensuring the kill. CK will have to buy back. NaVi still have not taken out this melee Rex, and they need to escape. Blink gets off cooldown in 1 second time for Dendy, just in time to get out of range of Polarity. With that reality ripped at Snako? What are you doing in here, bro? Unless you have a Dagon, you're not going to get this kill. He's just messing and getting to look behind themselves. He forgot they had a third. They put one on top of the roach cliff.
This DD might get General killed, or might just break the smoke.
He does break the smoke. They wave, they dust. They don't see anything, and now General, you see what he wants with the force up. He actually managed to drain Pasha away, far enough away from the Vengeful Spirit, but Pasha turns on the Phantasm. There goes Wall. NaVi in a very clustered position right on top of Dendy. He can't get the assistance to do off any kind of damage, but you do still have Arstyle, paralyzing cast. He already triggered off his death ward, but with the malediction that's currently on the Darkseer and the paralyzing casters will not stop hitting him. Phobos, the Shuriken toss bounce will go all the way over and kill him off. 4 heroes lost for Polarity. That actually looked really good for him, I thought, when they were all on top of Dendy, but them don't have the damage to fight. And Pasha hasn't really hit his sweet spot. Looks like General also doesn't want to let this go for too long. He's out of here inside of an invis. The Dire Sentry is around. So with the Observer Ward, he also sees 2 heroes coming in very close. Can just start. Oh, General. He's going to BKB, 4-star away. One more attack will do it with the swap back. They'll take him. But then he now Thunder God's Wrath, combining it with the Veil of Discord. The gem which was just claimed by the VS is now lost again.
A BKB as well. 300 off.
It's, yeah. Once the BKB is Polarity have nothing to stop him. Apart from swap, but you're using that right now to stop the Bat Rider lasso.
Witch Doctor not amazing against TK early on, but now with Ag, it's very good.
Oh, back wall, caught out 4. The BKB came up pretty quickly though, but Denny, I said on the back lines by Ampho, so Denny cannot inflict any kind of damage until now. The Orchid will wear off. Thunder God's Wrath helps to get 1 kill. Death Ward actually only kills off 1 hero, but it was still enough for Nature's Prophet, and that'll probably be the game. With 3 heroes on the sidelines, GG is the call out from Polarity. NaVi take game number 1 of this best of 3.
Where all their players, they all 4 get vacked. The 3 heroes with BKB